There are several common myths about the Titanic that have persisted over the years, despite being inaccurate or outright false. Here are some of them. 1. The Titanic was considered unsinkable. While it's true that the Titanic was designed to be very safe and secure, it was never advertised as unsinkable. In fact, the ship's designer, Thomas Andrews, knew that it was possible for the ship to sink if it sustained serious damage. 2. The Titanic only had 2 smokestacks. The Titanic actually had 4 smokestacks, but only the first 3 were functional. The 4th was added for aesthetic reasons, to make the ship look more impressive. 3. The band continued playing as the ship sank. While the band did play music as the ship was sinking, there is no evidence that they continued playing until the very end. Some survivors reported hearing music as they left the ship, but it's unclear when the band stopped playing. 4. The Titanic sank because it hit an iceberg head-on. In reality, the Titanic scraped along the side of the iceberg, causing damage along the ship's hull. The damage was not immediately visible, but it caused the ship to take on water and eventually sink. 5. The Titanic's crew was unprepared for the disaster. While it's true that some mistakes were made by the crew during the evacuation, many crew members acted heroically to help passengers and save lives. The crew had also practiced emergency drills before the voyage, so they were not completely unprepared for the disaster. 6. The Titanic's passengers were mostly wealthy. While there were many wealthy passengers on board the Titanic, there were also many middle-class and working-class passengers. In fact, the majority of the passengers in third class were immigrants looking for a new life in America. 7. There was a massive cover-up of the Titanic disaster. While some aspects of the disaster were initially kept quiet or downplayed by the authorities, there was no widespread cover-up of what had happened. The sinking of the Titanic was widely reported in the press and became one of the most famous disasters of the 20th century.